A while ago, I gave a talk on board diversity, making the case for more women and younger people on corporate boards. After my talk was a panel discussion for which 3 prominent seasoned board chairpersons joined me on stage. While we all agreed that there was a need for more women on company boards, I was alone in the opinion that we needed more young people on boards as well. Even the audience largely disagreed with me about it. They argued that there is no substitute for knowledge and experience acquired over a lifetime. So why am I so adamant about younger board members and leaders in general? Well, today is a very different environment to the last 25 years in a couple of ways. It is true that for as long as we can go back in history, apprenticeship has been one of the most mainstream ways of knowledge transfer. While I respect and value experience, as I'm no youngster myself, I believe we've entered a significantly different era that demands a change in the way we've traditionally thought about development. Managers must still coach and mentor, but they will need to bear in mind 2 fundamental and interrelated shifts that have taken place in the last 10 to 15 years. The democratization of knowledge and the emergence of right brain dominance. A lot of our success in various pursuits used to be based on knowledge that was only obtainable through experience and practice. When I was growing up, I had to memorize multiplication tables and the periodic table of elements to do well in math and chemistry class. To become a licensed taxi driver in London, black cab drivers need to pass a tough exam which requires them to memorize over 25,000 streets and landmarks. But do we still need this kind of rote learning? Does it matter if a cabbie takes you safely from point A to point B by following GPS directions or from memory? In the past, a doctor with more knowledge in her head succeeded more than other doctors. The same was the case with engineers, scientists, and most other professions. But with so much knowledge available freely and on demand today, what separates great successes from the adequate ones? Clearly, there's still a difference between a good doctor and a great one. What is it? Let's look at it from the point of view of a consumer. If you had a budget of $30,000 and wanted to buy a new economy car, offerings from Honda, Toyota, Nissan, General Motors, and Hyundai are almost identical on the spec sheet. Because of advancements in engineering and personal finance, as a value proposition, all options seem nearly equal. What differentiates them is aesthetics, image, emotional appeal, and circumstance. Today, to succeed and to sell our products and services, we need design thinking, emotional appeal, relationship skills, and other right brain acumen. What this means for the manager is a role shift. Aside from training up a brand new hire, you are no longer the giver of knowledge. Instead, you must become a friend, philosopher, and guide, helping with moral and logical frameworks so that the young apprentice learns to make the right choices. They are already armed with all the knowledge in the world, but coaches must focus on helping them build relationships with each other and with customers and hone their social skills. This does not make experience obsolete, but social skills and problem solving are not exclusive to those with more experience. We need both learnings of history from our seniors who have seen every situation under the sun, and the fresh takes from new perspectives under our new rules of success in order to stay relevant. This is why at the very top of leadership, we need to reverse the trend towards older boards. Between 2008 and 2014, almost half of all US board seats across all indices were occupied by directors between 60 and 69 years old. And directors aged between 40 and 50 years are declining, and those 70 plus are increasing. This is far from the more even split that I've been advocating for all this time. Today, more than half the global workforce is from Generation Y. It is time our leadership reflects that.